GoTo has a lot of trouble. I was trying to watch a webinar just the other night with JV Zoo, and the entire GoTo webinar system went down all the way around the world. So it's good some days and it's not good some days, but we're going to do everything we can to make it good. Can everybody hear me okay? That's the first thing I want to get out of the way. About halfway through the thing, people start saying, hey, we can't hear you. But okay, well, we know that some people can. So if you can't hear me, then you probably don't have your speakers on. But good, great. Real quick, we'll get some housekeeping out of the way. If you have not joined our YouTube channel, join at youtube.com/Instant App Wizard. That's the first place all the trainings and anything else that has anything to do with the system is uploaded to. And also like us on our Facebook page. This is not the group. This is our Facebook page. Like us on the Facebook page at facebook.com/Instant App Wizard. Also, if you would, if you have not done so, pick up your phones right now. And when you pick up your phone, I want you to text AppCall, APPCALL, all lowercase, to 727-478-1343. That's 727-478-1343. And if you would do that, let me get out of a couple of things here. I've been on calls today, and I just want to make sure nothing pops up. 727-478-1343. And if you ever don't remember if you've signed up for training, go to instantappwizard.com/training. Also, our Facebook group. If you've not joined our Facebook group, you must be a member of Facebook. You have to have your own little page or whatever they call that. Go to facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard for all your suggestions and ideas. It's a great place to get information, just like the Chrome thing with the new Chrome update the other day. As soon as I did that, I went in and I did it with Chrome, and it put the little icon on my little thing really quick. So I really enjoyed that. So, facebook.com/groups/Instant App Wizard, and put all your suggestions and ideas in there. That is not a support area. We do get a lot of support questions in there. Use the support ticket system in the system for that purpose. We're going to go to 2.0 tonight. We're going to get a little bit of training out of the way, and we're going to go back to digital service cards next week. But somebody had asked about the digital service card that I had showed a couple of weeks ago with the refrigeration company. They are doing extremely well with that. That has streamlined their business like never before. And it's working very well. We had to make a couple of tweaks to it because the girls that were receiving the information was getting confused on a couple of things. But that digital service app, and we will go in and build a complete digital service app out as soon as we finish this week and next week on 2.0 training. Those digital service apps are absolutely a bomb. I'm telling you, man, they are something else. And this company they're tickled to death. They've given us 7 referrals of people they know that are in the service industry for those digital service apps. So they're a great resource for these guys. They get instantaneous information, and it works very well. So we will get back into that. Let me come down here real quick if I could. I'm not going to go into question and answers. I'm going to pull up my browser. Maybe. Let me close this down. Let me close this. Actually, I'm going to leave this up right here. I'm going to close that down. I'm going to close that down. And we're going to log in real quick to instantappwizard.com. Absolutely, Will. It's always my pleasure, my friend. Tonight we're going to be looking at 1.0 and 2.0. And 1.0 and 2.0 are still in the system. Let me see real quick if someone is in here. Scott, are you in here tonight, buddy? Yes, he is. The developer of this program is actually online with us tonight. Mark is our programmer. Scott Goodwin is our developer. And so he's online tonight. So any questions I cannot answer, he's right here beside me to answer those. And so when we get to the question and answer period, tonight we're going to go over the basics. Next week we're going to get into heavily the advanced coloring system. Tonight we're just going to build a basic app. We're going to build an app from the ground up. Actually, we'll build that app that I just built. And we'll build that app up, and then next week we'll go into the custom settings and so forth, and we'll continue building out the app. So I'm going to log in here real quick. I'm going to go into Get Digi System. I'm going to do that for one quick reason. Oops, sorry. Everybody asks me all the time, Kerry, how do you get getdigi.mobi? GetDigi.mobi is our white label system. If you're interested in our white label system, please feel free to call Woodrow on the support line, and he can help you with that. And that's how I get getdigi.mobi, and that's how my extensions are getdigi.mobi. That is our white label system, and it's a great upgrade for you to get. And let me get logged in here. So if you're interested in that, having your own domain name linked with your apps. Yeah, 1.0 is not going away, guys. 1.0 is not going away. That's one thing we had talked about. We know that some of you like 1.0. Some of your customers, you like your 1.0 apps. And that's the way it works. And so here is just to show you real quick, this is the 1.0 system. This is the app I just built. Let me show you quick. This is the app I built. Color settings and so forth. And for some, you like the 1.0 system, I recommend really going in and trying to learn the 2.0 system. It's a great system, and I think you will really enjoy it. I love it. Haven't sold any 2.0 apps yet, but we are working on an app program for that. But the 1.0 system is basic. The 2.0 system is extremely high tech. I love it. I think it makes great apps. So let's go in here real quick, and I'm going to build out this exact same app that I built here, and we're going to start from the beginning just like we would if you were building an app. And Kenny says he likes the way 1.0 looks on desktop better. Yeah, it's really not a desktop application, but I guess that's a point. So you see right here in the system, it's 1.0 web app and 2.0. If you want to build a 1.0, the old standard app, you can. If you want to build a 2.0 web app, you can. So it's just totally up to you. I'm fixing to go into 2, Jerry. I'm fixing to build a 2.0 web app. That's what we're doing tonight. I was showing you the 1.0, and I'm fixing to build the 2.0. Okay? So we're going to go into 2.0. Now, I'm going to pull up the information just like I would if I was building out this app, and I just built this app. That was the app I just showed you. I'm going to pull up this information. Yeah, I'm fixing to build the same app in 2.0. Okay, and I'm going to do it just like I would if I was building this app out. Okay? Yes, you will be able to see the difference. I'm going to name this something different. Okay, can I barbecue? I'm going to give him access. Now you can see the difference even right here. It doesn't ask for the phone number, and it doesn't ask for the email address right here. Okay, so that's a difference right off the bat that you can see. It's not, and it's just takes it from another place now, so you don't have to worry about putting that information in. It used to ask for app title, phone number, email address, and then the URL was down here. Okay. And then you had to put in the app title twice. So it doesn't do that anymore, so that's streamlined a little bit. If you have questions as I'm going, since we're training on this, please feel free to stop me. I've got the question box right in front of my eyes. Please feel free to stop me and ask questions. We're not going to rush through this. It's very important that you grasp it, and that's what we want to do. So I'm going to click on Add, and we're going to go on over here. Okay, and now we've added this in here, okay? Now we're going to go into Edit Content just like we would anything else. Now immediately you see the difference in 1.0 and 2.0. First off, it's two different colors, okay? Two totally different colors. One thing I do, and I go to Content first, and the reason I go to Content first, if you'll look at this app right here, there's no buttons on it. There's nothing really to see. Okay, you got your home button, you got your menu button, and the only thing on the menu button is the home button, the join our list, and the share web app. Okay, so we're going to go in, and the first thing I want to do is build the content, because I want to be able to see the buttons and everything develop. Okay, and when I go into the coloring system, I want all the content in there, and I do the same thing when I build my other apps in 1.0. I put everything in first, and then I go in and do the coloring so I can see all the buttons, I can see everything happening at one time. So let's go up here to Content. Okay, Home page. Just some link information, and you can see here the join our list is here, and you can turn these on or turn these off right here. I'm not going to turn anything off right now. Your social media links are turned on, and landing page we're going to get in next week. Okay, and we'll also give this image next week. This is, Scott built a really nice app that Mark shared with me today on, I think it's his daughter's ballerina school. And he used this system right here. He used this add to image here. We're going to go into that next week. Okay, but any questions right here, your social media links, if you want your social media links, they have to be turned on. Okay, you can turn them on or you can turn them off. Your other links, I can turn off join our list right here, okay, and it goes away. I can turn it back on, okay. So everybody got that so far? I want to make sure that everybody understands each step that I go through. Turn them on, turn them off. Okay, very good, very good. All right, social media links, same thing. All right, this is pretty cut and dry, pretty simple. Now we're going to come down here next. HTML and text pages. This is your custom content. Okay, just a new name. This is your custom content right here. Okay, I don't have any custom content for this app, but if I did, I would put the information in just like I would. I'd put the title in. I could make whatever icon I wanted. There's thousands of icons. Well, I won't say thousands, but there's a ton of icons. Okay, a ton of icons. And I can select whatever I want. Okay? Does everybody follow me? That's your old, that's the new custom content. Okay, very good. Not going to put any custom content in. Links to web pages and phone numbers. I love the way they did this. Okay? Sorry about that. Let me turn my phone off. I love the way they did this. Add new link. All you have to do is come up here and say, okay, I'm going to link to a website. I'm going to link to a phone number, or I'm going to link to a mobile number. Okay? Whatever it is. And it will build a button for that. That used to be in the custom content. They separated that. Very, very nicely done. I have to commend them highly on that. That was a great change to the system. Social media links. That's not really changed much, but what I'm going to do now, I know that I've got a social media in here. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go to the submission form, and I am going to get their Facebook page. Okay, no different than before. I'm going to collect their Facebook page and I'm going to save it. That's done. Email us form. I'm going to get their email. Copy and paste. And that's done. The Rate Us. This is the reputation management system. You can turn it on or turn it off. Okay? We're not going to use that. Address in Google Maps. We're going to add this. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get the business name. Now, none of this has changed. This is all the same. Phone number. While I'm building this, somebody had asked about flea markets the other day in the Facebook group. This is actually from a state fair in Alaska. This company is up promoting their sauce at a state fair in Alaska. And it's working very well. We've got a salesman that's there every day. We'll be there for 10 days. And I just cut and paste the information, just like I do in 1.0. None of that's changed. All I'm doing right now is building what? The buttons. Okay? Check the address. I always zoom it up so it's a nice map. Nice local map. Try to get the major roads in there. And we're going to add that. Okay? No custom forms, no photo galleries, no products and services, no menus, no link to desktop website. So for this, I'm done. Okay? Let me pull the questions back up here real quick. Any questions on building the basic app? To this point. I'm going to go ahead and close that. I'm going to go ahead and close my email. Is it possible to improve the graphics on the loyalty card in 2.0 or even 1.0 to make it like an actual punch card? Some companies have that. Phil, if you will submit that to the support desk, we can take a look at that. Yes, that is correct. Oh, yes, I will show the preview. That's where I'm going now. I'm just taking the questions as they come in real quick. Can you show the preview? Yes, I will. I saw the click to call button on yours, but I could not find that on my last app. Not sure, David. Did you turn it on? Did you turn the click to call button on in one? You was in 1.0 or 2.0? So let's go over here and preview the app real quick. I'm going to reload. Okay, there's the buttons right there. The join our list, the share our web app, the email us, the addresses and maps, and the Facebook page. Okay? Any questions? I've saved that. Now let me go back and show you real quick the other app. and 1.0. Of course, this is a completed app. If this app wasn't completed, these buttons would be just gray like they normally are. No background color like the other app. But you can see a distinct difference in the look. These are very, to me, these are very techy. And I love techy. And they look very, very good. Very good. Okay? You got your home button over here. You got your slider button over here. Okay? And I'll slide that back over. Now let's go up here into general settings real quick. No different here, title and description. How many of you use the SEO box at all? Does anybody use this? Yes, the buttons can be transparent. Yeah, the SEO box, and I'm getting a lot of questions as what is the SEO box. This is, we developed this kind of after YouTube, the same way that YouTube does their descriptions and everything. All you have to do is put the information in there, and the web will, they will spider this information. It's all set up that way. Got keywords and your description. And make sure your description has your keywords in it. And if you'll do that, I want everybody to remember, this is a mobile web-based application, okay? So the information is literally spidered on the web just like any other site, okay? Unlike a native app. So what you want to do is, especially, let's say you're in these smaller towns, you can go in there and literally SEO these things for that town that they're in, and you're going to be in the top 10, okay? You're going to be in the top 10. So, and it's not hard to do at all. But that's what this SEO box is for. Oops. Home screen icon. This has not changed at all. Okay, it still has the icon creator, which is excellent. Everybody asks me how I create my icons. I create them with the icon creator. Okay, I'm going to upload the icon. I've already got it built. And I use the icon creator to do this. And there's my icon. Okay, that's not changed at all. Let me go back to the control panel. And there's the icon. Nothing's changed with that at all. Done the exact same way. Now's where we're going to get into a little bit of setting up the app. We're going to go to the header. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into settings, okay? And do we want to show the header or not? Does everybody see the header go away? Right here. I want you to understand what each thing is, okay? It's very important. Very, very important. The header goes away. Turn it back on. Yes. You can put it at the top of content or top of screen. Okay? When we get content in there, I'll go back and show you that. The next thing I want to do is the title bar settings, okay? The left button, I can make these anything I want. This is the title bar right here. You can see it set to home page. I can put email us. I can put addresses and maps. I can do anything I want to do. Everybody see that? So, but I'm going to leave it to home page because that's what I want it to be. And I love this menu slider right here. Okay? I love this menu slider. It's not available in this particular preview right here, but this menu slider is absolutely cool. Okay? Matter of fact, next week when we go into the advanced and I show you Scott's app that he built for his, oh man, I'm pretty sure it was a ballerina thing. But you've got your left button and you've got your right button. Okay, I can make it slide menu, I can make it previous page, I can make it whatever I want. I'm going to leave it the slide menu. And then we go to images. Now this image right here is your logo image. Okay, and I'm going to add the logo image. Does everybody see that come up? I can take away the header if I want. Okay, I can do whatever I want to do. Take away the header, guess what happens? You take away your logo. All right? Tab bar. The difference in the tab bar, and I've been asked this question probably 100 times, and Mark and I talked about this in depth today because I want to make sure I'm answering it correctly. The only difference between the tab bar and the button bar, the tab bar goes all the way across. The button bar creates buttons. So it's really a difference in a look. The button bar gives you some rounded corners. I'll show you the difference here real quick. Let's see, I'll put home page on there and I'll add it. And you see it goes all the way across. I'm going to add a couple more here. And I'll put previous page on there and I'll add it. And it still goes all the way across. And I'll put email us and I'll add it. Okay. Has everybody got that right there? Now, let me show you the difference in that, and I'm going to leave those up there, and the button bar. I'll put the same thing up there. Home page, add. What's the next one? Previous, add. Okay, you see it doesn't go all the way across. There's space on both sides here. Can everybody see that? Just a little bit different. Hey, if y'all could, hold off until I ask, is there questions? I mean, y'all got questions flying by and I'll never be able to answer them. Wait till I ask if there's questions, please. Okay? So you can see the difference. This goes all the way across. It's just a different look. It just depends on what you want, okay? I like the tab bar. That's just me personally. I'm going to remove it. I can remove whatever I want to remove. Okay, yes, remove. Remove. Yes, remove. And that takes that off, okay? Let's go ahead and take the tab bar off. Remove. Now, let me just say real quick, every time you do something in each one of these sections and you want it saved, after you complete it, make sure you go up, and I'm going to do that here in just a second. You've got to make sure you go up and you save it, okay? After everything, you can do everything at once, but you've got to make sure you save it. If you don't, and you go out of it, you're going to say, well, I just did that. I don't know why that's not working, because you did not save it. I get that call a lot too. Okay, everything's removed. I'm going to come up here and save that. Okay, we'll reload her up. Now really, if you look at this, what does this kind of look like here? This is almost a 1.0 app, right? Except it's got a new, what's a good word for this? A nice sexy feel. You know, it's kind of sleek, it's modern, it's hip, it's just hot, you know. And the things that you can do with this, especially next week when I go in and start doing the colors on this, you're going to say, holy cow, man, you know. Yeah, sure can. Top of content and top of screen. Okay, top of content. Okay, everybody can see top of content. Now you can see top of screen. I don't know if you can see it move or not. Watch these buttons up here move. Okay. Then top of screen. Whoops. Top of content. See it move completely? And then top of screen, it stays. Does everybody see that? Okay, so top of content scrolls the whole thing. Top of screen keeps it there. Very, very, very nice feature. Why is that a nice feature? Because it allows their logo to continually stay in front of the people. And it also allows your navigation bar up here to stay. Okay? And what do we got to do? We got to save it. Thank you, Scott. Okay? All right, now we're done with the header. That's the way we're going to leave it, okay? We're not going to put the other bars in there right now. We will go back and play with it later and see what it looks like, okay? Yeah, the top of screen thing is cool. Now we're going to go in and do the footer. The footer is set up just exactly the same way, okay? You can leave it bottom of screen or bottom of content, and we can go back and show that in a minute too. Button bar. Okay, we can set up our button bar. You can link it to page. You can do whatever you want. All right. I'm not going to link it to anything. Okay. Tab bar. Same thing. We can add tabs here. These are kind of in reverse order. We put our home page. See that? Let's go ahead and add a couple more. We'll do the same thing with the title bar. It's the exact same thing. Title bar, your left to right. Okay? You can change that. Your title bar is down here on the bottom. Does everybody see how this is reversed? Your tab bar is here. And here, let me show you this real quick. I can put, if I have a tab bar, I can put it on all pages, sub pages, only the sub pages are hidden. You have your choice on what you do there. The title bar is on the bottom now, and you can change those. And you can do the same thing. Bottom of screen. It stays. Bottom of content, it scrolls. Me personally, I like bottom of screen and top of screen because that gives you your navigation there. Yes, very good. I will do that. You can. Does everybody see these arrows right here? Thank you, Scott. I'm sure glad you're on here. Does everybody see the arrows here? That means that you can drag these around and put these where you want to. Okay, you see how I completely moved that around down there? I want the title bar on the bottom. It's on the bottom. If I want the title bar on top of the tab bar, the button bar, I can move it around. Everybody got that? Okay. I'm going to set that to only on home page just to show you the difference. And we'll save that. All right. Any questions on the footer bar? Anything else, Scott, that I need to go over right there, buddy? Okay, thank you, sir. Slide menu settings. Right side, left side. Does everybody see the difference in that? overlay or push. Right side or left side. And that depends on which side it comes from. Okay? The menu links. I was probably talking to Mark one night. I was building if you guys remember, I built that app for the Regent Medical Center. And I did not want some of the things that were on here because all my buttons are right here. Here is where you can turn off what you do not want in this section right here. Okay? Turn off what you do not want in that section. Hey, you guys do me a favor. Please don't text questions to me while I'm doing this. My phone is just wearing me out over here. Everybody's texting me questions. Could you show me this, show me this, or show me this? And you can also move these around. The same thing. Anywhere you see these arrows, you can move these around. Okay? Put them anywhere you want. Now, let's say I don't want the share web app over there. All I have to do is say show yes or no. I turn it off. I don't want join our list over there. I turn it off. Okay? Everybody got that? Any questions so far? At all? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Push is the way it's delivered, the display method. It just looks a little bit different. When we get the colors and everything on some of that, well, is the title now on top, bottom, or just the bottom? It's on both. And I'm going to go back and show you the app as soon as we get back to the next part. Save to home screen triangle. Okay? Yes. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to show you what that looks like. All that does is put a little triangle. Remember the save to home screen thingy? What that does is, and you got to reload the preview here, is it puts a little triangle down here. I can see, everybody see my app, what the app looks like now? You see why I want to go in and I want to put the buttons and everything in there? That makes a huge difference. A huge difference. And this is the share the web app triangle. Bookmark this page and follow system instructions to your phone's home screen. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to turn that off. Scott says it will show the correct instructions for the phone that it's on. Does that pull that automatically for the phones? Does it recognizes the phone, Scott? Is everybody slow down just one second? Man, I had 57 questions just go by. Does it recognize the phone? Is that what happens? Yeah, okay. Check this out, guys. Now that's hot. I turned it off because I'm going to show the difference in the other app and this app, and then I'm going to turn it back on, Ken. It recognizes the phone and the browser. The phone and the browser. Okay, the phone and the browser. So let's go over here to the preview. Let's go to back to the control panel. You saw that. And I'll remind you what the other one looked like. That's the 1.0. Remember, the other one doesn't have any color yet. This is the 2.0. All right? Yeah, it's very nice, guys. I mean, I'm telling you, if you're not building 2.0 apps, you're missing out. I know everybody's afraid of it, but don't be afraid of it. It's the same app builder. It's just a lot more high tech. Okay? Styles and colors. And this is going to be the last place I stop. There's a totally different look in styles and colors. Let me ask Scott this question here. Let me find the question and answers. Okay, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. It takes just a few minutes for this to load. And it's probably because I'm on a... I've got go-to running at the same time. And there it is. Okay. The color system is just, this is your basic color system right here. This is the header and footer background. Okay. And I can change this. And I can make it whatever color I want. I'm going to do these some weird colors just so you can see what I'm changing. See up here where it changed the header background? Okay. I can come in here and I can play with it. Now, I can also do the same thing with my color picker that I did before. Okay, I can come in here and pick the color that I want for my background. And I can come in here, I can put it here, and I can still make a custom color. Okay? You see how that did that? Buttons background. I'm going to come in here, I'm going to customize those. I'm going to do the header footer text, and I'm going to make that white. And I know what the white code is, so let me just come over here and do that. Oops. Make sure you say OK. You see the text change? Button text, we're going to change that to white also. Apps background color, we're going to make it the same color as this because that's the background color that I used. Okay. And we have built the app. See down here, it brings up the app background color. Your footer colors are all the same. Now, this is what I want you to do. Okay, and I'm going to stop right here with this color scheme. Next week, we're going to come in, we're going to customize the buttons. This jagged edge right here is actually snow-peaked mountains. It's a graphic. It's part of the logo. This part of the logo right here is transparent, so it picks up the background color. This is all logo right here. Now this is what I'd like you to do. I want you to take this URL, get Digi, let me see if I can copy and paste this. I never get this right. And I'll come in here and I'm going to put this in. I'm going to send this to everybody. Okay, this is the app that you're looking at right now. And I want you to be able to see the two. No, I cannot hear you. And this is where you can look at the app on your own phone. Okay? Make sure you save it. Go to preview. Let's reload the preview. And here's the app. Okay? Now I'm going to come over to the other one and I'm going to send you the other app. I sent that to everybody. Now you can see that the color schemes and everything are the same. Just using the basic everything, everything's the same. Next week we're going to go in and we're going to round the corners of the buttons. We're going to do some really cool stuff to it. We're going to give it a different feel. We're going to give it a different look. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's a good, just like it is. And I love these icons down here, by the way, Scott. Just like it is, that is a classy app. Very, very, very classy app. Okay? Different look than the 1.0, and personally, I like it a lot. If I was a customer, and the only way your customers will know the difference, is if you show them or tell them. That's the only way. If I was out selling new customers, I would be selling the new technology. First off, you can do things with this you cannot do with 1.0. And the look is absolutely slick. I'll leave it. I was fixing to say something else, but it's slick. Okay? Did everybody get the links? I want to make sure everybody got those two links. Sometimes I don't do that right. Did everybody get the links? Okay, next week we're going to go in and I'll have this video out first thing in the morning. As soon as it renders tonight, and I can render it and get it finished rendered in the morning, I'll have it up. But that's how simple it is. I mean, it's pretty simple to build this app. It's not as difficult as everybody's making it to be. It's just a different look. And if you just take it one step at a time, I can promise you're going to build some killer apps that your customers are going to go crazy over. And I mean absolutely crazy over. You know, let me just point this out real quick. See where the buttons are at the bottom of my logo right here? How many of you have said in 1.0 500,000 times, can we get rid of the gap between the buttons and the logo? I can guarantee you that's asked on every single training. You see where the buttons go right to the bottom of the logo? Very, very cool. Very cool. Any questions? Any questions at all? This is what I want you to do, and this is very important that you do this. I want you to watch this tape again if you have to watch it 2 or 3 times. I want you to absorb what I did tonight, okay, and what Scott directed me to do so that we can see a couple of differences on some things. I want you to write down your questions for next week, and hopefully I'm hoping Scott will be back next week. And we can get on here next week, and next week we're going to really customize this app, okay, and it's going to, I'm telling you, you will not recognize this app when we finish it next week, okay? You will not recognize the app when we finish it next week. Any questions? Scott, man, I appreciate you coming on tonight, buddy. That's a huge help. That's a huge help. I am going to start making individual videos for every single tab. I'll be cutting a few a day and get them to Mark, and we will do it just like we did in 1.0. Every tab will have a little button on this new coloring system, because I know some people are having a little bit of trouble. I don't think you're having trouble with it. I think you're afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. I mean, we just built a quality. If we don't do anything else to these buttons, that's a very high quality app right there. And it looks great, to be honest with you. You could sell that all day long. All day long. Any questions at all? Okay, well, we'll wrap this one up. I will get the video done. We had a great crowd tonight. I appreciate everybody coming out. Next week, we'll finish up this app, and then we're going to get back into the service apps. And I can tell you, this is a good app to go out and sell as a service app. It's a great app to sell as a service app. This is a business card I just built here, digital business card. Any questions? Scott, once again, thanks, buddy, and we will we'll do it again next week if you're available. It'd be great. Good night. God bless, and we will see you in the Facebook group.